Yo, welcome back to Battle Rap Daily. Before we get into this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video on your timeline, on your social medias and all them things there. Make sure you tell your mum I said safe, tell your auntie I said wagwan, and tell your nan I said easy blood. Yeah? Today, we're going to get into the Don't Flop one of those days. Now, this is officially the first Don't Flop full one rounder card. They have done a one rounder card before, which was random draw out the hat. So it wasn't like the MCs got to prepare for who. They could prepare for everyone on the card if they wanted to, but they didn't know who they'd be battling till on the day. So they had to have a one random round. So technically that was the first Don't Flop one round card, but this is the first official Don't Flop one round card. It's called One of Those Days. Comes up with these silly names, I know. I think he thinks they're funny, but it is what it is. So each MC gets 6 minutes. Do your worst. Like, man thought that a battle league called Don't Flop was a bit funny at first, but here we are. It's legendary now, innit? So sometimes you gotta trust the process, innit? So we're here anyway. So this event is on Saturday the 29th of April in London. I do want to point out there's another event on that day which I will be doing a prediction card for, so make sure you're subscribed and you're looking out for that one as well. That one is a no loose chat event. It's on the same day in London, I believe, but I'll double check that anyway, and you'll see the video of my predictions for that, so you'll know when that is and where that is as well. But right now we'll stick to the topic. This is Don't Flop one of those days. Saturday the 29th of April in London. The venue and times are to be announced ASAP, it says on the flyer. Again, that's a bit mad. Like, we're getting quite close to the date. I'm currently filming this on the 11th of April. The event's on the 29th of April. So, you know, 2 weeks, you know, give or take a couple of days here or there. But yeah, so, you know, if you're going to book your tickets, just book your tickets. I'm assuming, yeah, it says it's going to be in London. I'm assuming it's going to be easy to get to in terms of public transport. People always worry and think, where is it in London? Where am I booking my shit to? Just book your things next to a hotel, next to a tube station, and you'll be good. Realistically, like, we always try and book events in London where there's tube stations. I know does, like, he's not going to book an event that's hard to get to in it, so don't worry about all of that. So anyway, I'm going to get into the predictions from the bottom of the card. I don't know who these bres are. Dub T versus USDI. So I'm not going to get involved in that one. But judging on the names, I'm just going to go with Dub T. Randomly. Random one. But no idea why. Next one is Benny P versus Jay Franklin. I'm going to give that one to Benny P still. I think Benny P has shown up a little bit funny and had a little bit of hard-hitting standout moments other than Jay Franklin's backflip. Still waiting for a couple standout moments from him, but he has got potential, so this one should be a good battle, and I'm looking to, you know, see Jay Franklin in the pit with someone like Benny P. I think it's a good challenge for him, so we'll see where it goes, but for now, I want he's on Benny P. Next up, we've got Bowski versus Razren. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Bowski's in form at the moment, man. You get me? Couple recent bits, like when I battled Bowski with a tattoo and that, I see him moaning and that, saying that he's going to quit because he never got drafted and that. So, I don't know, man. Razren's kind of on a roll still. He's a funny guy. He's funny, very funny against Deviant or Jazz. Been very funny in all of his battles. So yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna, like, snakishly, because obviously Bowski's my guy and I should be giving it to Bowski, but snakishly I'm gonna give that one to Razren, you know. Next up we got Canel versus Danny Jack. I think that's gonna be a straight up body bag for Canel if he doesn't show up too fucking waved, which is a big if, because Canel's likely to be waved. When he is, sometimes he can't get his words out. He's a bit too incoherent, and therefore he will be less, you know, less well put together than Danny Jack, which will be a shame. But I can't see Danny Jack, you know, Danny Jack stumbles a lot. Yeah, spits with a big lack of self-confidence. So I think Canel's got that on a good day, innit? I'm going to give that to Canel. Next up, we've got Lazy versus Free Will. This one's tricky as well. I think Lazy's probably got maybe a bit more advanced writing, but Free Will's got the character and the angle shit. Like, I like how Free Will does angles and shit, so I'm looking to see. I hope he's got good angles. I hope he don't just waste it all on very obvious angles for Lazy, because Free Will's done good when he's had like more personal stuff to say about his opponents, innit? That's how I see it. Like, his angles have worked better when they're a little bit more personal. So hopefully he has something a bit cutting for Lazy, or maybe he'll adapt his style and it won't be like angle based, innit? You don't know, but I'm gonna give that one to Lazy still for now. But again, I think Free Will could angle it up and beat him still. Then we got Zen versus Amity. I'm not gonna lie, this battle was obviously meant to be me, Zen versus me. I confirmed it and then forgot that I had a christening to go to that weekend, and obviously travel and accommodation and that's been booked, so couldn't do it. I'm not gonna lie, this is a big level step. Like, no disrespect to Amity, like, you get me, he does his thing, he's a decent battler and that, but Zen is obviously flipping like miles ahead, innit? Like, this should be very, very easily Zen with his eyes closed. Again, good luck to Amity. No disrespect in that, you get me? It's just how I see it in terms of a battle rap fan, a battle rap pundit, and giving my predictions. Like, Zen's like obviously one of the best in the country, innit? That's why he's obviously the Don't Flop unbeat champion. Veteran in this thing, you get me? Lord of the Mic's been doing big Don't Flop battles, big venues and stuff for a lot of years. I feel like Amity hasn't really like got his momentum going yet. Do you get me? It's good to see that he's been battling more regularly on the trenches and stuff like that, so hopefully he's going to build a momentum now. But I feel like he had a lot of gaps where he weren't battling. You know, he's got like a couple scattered battles here and there. He's never really been on a run for me. Well, he did back in the day when like Attic and that, do you get me, done a tournament and shit back in the day before he actually got into Gab and stuff. So yeah, man, yeah, for me, Zen easy. And then we've got Dialect versus Black T. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I rate Black T, but again, I think the experience, Dialect's got that on the experience. But yeah, it's gonna be quite even in terms of kind of bars and shit, because Dialect does say some corny stuff too sometimes, innit? So Black T could kind of edge him on that if he does. But yeah, experience wise, flow wise, I think Dialect's got that still. And then at the top of the card, we've got Matter versus Copacetic, my guy. Big up the IJC and all of the members. Unfortunately though, I'm still gonna have to give that to Matter. I told you I'm a pagan. I don't just vote for my mates. And that's probably you know, one of the reasons why Copacetic invited me to join the IJC, which I will do. If you want to find out more about the IJC, it's basically it's the commission or committee that was put together to do judging, non-biased, independent judging panels. And we actually judged the King of the Dot Grand Prix, where Bill Collector won 100 grand, down to, you know, our judging basically. So not down to our judging, down to his rapping, but we had to judge the outcome of that. So yeah, if you want more insight into that, I can do an episode. I'm definitely going to try and get Copacetic on an episode one day to talk more about his vision with that and what he's doing with that. He also does the R-Rap Battles Reddit and the YouTube, so make sure you go check them out and subscribe to that. I'll try to leave a link in the description if I can be bothered, if I remember. But yeah, I think Matter's got that still. Matter's consistent. Copacetic's got to come and get used to the crowd. Very big step to do that, you know, straight away against Matter kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully, I think, you know, Copacetic's followed KOTR and things like that and Don't Flop and that for a while. I think he's quite, you know, up on the British culture a bit, so shouldn't be too hard for him to kind of gel with the crowd. But at the moment, yeah, I'm giving the hometown, even though it's not hometown because it's miles away. Matter's from like Leeds, Yorkshire. It's in London, but yeah, I'm giving Matter that battle. So that's my predictions for one of those days, Don't Flop. Saturday the 29th of April in London. You can get tickets now from don'tfloptickets.com. The venue is going to be announced and the time, ASAP. Blood, tell her to pull his socks up, you get me, and get on the case. But yeah, you've been watching Battle Rap Daily. As I said, man, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Share the thing. Tell your mama I said safe. Tell your nana I said easy, blood. Tell your auntie I said wagwan. And all of them things there, yeah? Make sure you roll safe.